Hello friends. In this video lecture series, I planned to talk about field estimates. First I am going to talk about bar bending schedule. Bar bending schedule is quite significant in site works. How to prepare the bar bending schedule that we shall see in this video. Before that, let us quickly see what are all the advantages of preparing bar bending schedule. Here I have listed some of the advantages of bar bending schedule. First one is preparation of tender documents. For preparing the tender documents, we need approximate quantity of steel for a project. Bar bending schedule helps to prepare approximate quantity of a particular project. Second one is preparation of bill of quantities. So any project that involves client organization as well as contractors. Contractor has to prepare how much steel they have worked. Bar bending schedule helps to prepare the bills how much quantity they have worked. As well as bar bending schedule also helps to check and verify the bill raised from the contractor based on the drawings. Third one is detailed explanation of drawings to the laborers. Many construction site, the labor may not understand the drawings. That time, an engineer has to explain to the laborers how much rod need to be taken, what is the cutting length, where need to be bent, how to bend, everything need to be explained to the laborers. Bar bending schedule helps in these aspects. Fourth one is steel purchasing based on the requirements. It is not recommended to purchase the steel based on the tender documents. Based on the construction site progress, steel must be purchased according to the requirements. How much quantity of steel need to be purchased? What diameter need to be purchased? Can be estimated by bar bending schedule. The last advantage I have listed is waste minimization at site. If the bulk order can create lot of waste, the purchasing the material according to the need that minimize the waste at the construction site. For preparing bar bending schedule, some basic data is needed. If we don't know the basic data, we could not prepare the bar bending schedule. Let us quickly see what are all the basic data is needed for preparing bar bending schedule. First one is per meter length, how much weight of the rod. This is the diameter of reinforcement and weight per meter length in kg. 1 meter rod, how much weight. That data is essential for preparing bar bending schedule. The left side, it is listed common available reinforcement in the market and per meter weight also listed in this table. 8 mm rod, the weight of 8 mm rod is 0.395 kg. 10 mm rod is 0.617 kg. 12 mm rod is 0.888 kg and so on. So this table can be arrived in two methods. So let us see how to arrive these values. One is systematic approach. We will call it as systematic approach. So this data can be done from the equation density is equal to mass per volume. If we know the density and volume, we can able to calculate the mass. The weight, the density of steel is equal to 7850 kg per m cube. So let me calculate volume of 1 meter reinforcement. Volume of 1 meter 8 mm dia reinforcement. The formula for to determine volume of a cylinder is pi d squared by 4 into length. This is a volume. So let me calculate, for example, for 8 mm rod, we shall calculate the volume of reinforcement. Pi into 8 square divided by 4 into length 1 meter. 50.265 mm square is equal to 50.265 into 10 power minus 6 meter square. Mass equal to density into volume. Mass equal to density into volume. Density 7850 into volume 50.265 into 10 power minus 6, then we will get in the kg 0.395 kg. Similarly, this systematic approach can be followed to calculate weight per meter length. As well as one more formula is there. By that we can able to calculate weight per meter length quickly. So what is that formula? D square divided by 162. If you are applying this formula, we can able to calculate weight per meter length easily. So let me do it for 8 mm reinforcement. 8 square divided by 162, that is also equal to 0.395. So this is a very basic data we need to know for preparation of bar bending schedule. So let me go. What are all the other basic data is needed for preparing the bar bending schedule? For any structure, we must know the cover. Then only we can able to calculate bar bending schedule exactly. So here I have mentioned nominal cover based on IS 456-2000 class 26.4. The nominal cover for slab is 15 mm, for beam is 25 mm, column is 40 mm, footing is 50 mm, wall is also a 15 to 20 mm. Okay, slab is in the horizontal position, wall is in the vertical position. Normally they will provide 15 to 20 mm cover for wall. So another important thing that we have to know for preparing bar bending schedule is anchoring shear reinforcement. So this is very important, we have to know. Suppose this is a beam, we have to provide the shear reinforcement. This is a beam, then we have to provide the shear reinforcement like this. I will draw it in the enlarged manner, only the shear reinforcement, then we can able to understand better. The rod is bending, here it is started and it is going like this and it is going like this. Finally, how to end this, the reinforcement? For this class is mentioned, anchoring the shear reinforcement. If it is a 90-degree bend, that must be 8 times the diameter of the reinforcement. If it is a 90, suppose you are bending like this, only the rod is bent like this 90. One rod is coming like this, another rod is coming like this. So 90-degree means how much this length? The length is 8 times the diameter of the reinforcement. Suppose you are the reinforcement is 8 mm diameter. So what is this length? The length will be 8 into 8. That means 64 mm. Minimum 64 mm we have to provide. Suppose you are doing the 90-degree bend. Suppose you are doing 135-degree bend, the anchoring is you are increasing. That means 6 times the diameter is sufficient. Suppose you are bending the reinforcement in this fashion. That means you are bending the reinforcement 135-degree. That means 6 times the diameter of reinforcement is sufficient for anchoring. So this is the anchoring length, that is 6 times the diameter of the reinforcement. For example, if you are taking 8 mm reinforcement, 6 into 8, that is 48 mm. For approximately, normally they will provide 50 mm anchoring length if you are bent in this fashion. Similarly, if you are doing 180-degree bend, the 4, if it is coming like this, if it is coming like this, then 4 times the diameter of reinforcement is sufficient. The length is 4 into 8. That means 32 mm is sufficient. So this is mentioned in class 26.2.2.4b. So these are some of the basic information is needed for preparing bar bending schedule. So now we shall take one beam and we are going to work out how to prepare the bar bending schedule for this beam. So I have taken a simply supported beam. The clear span of this beam is 6 meter. The beam is resting on typical wall. The wall thickness is 230 mm. And the bottom reinforcement, 4 numbers of 16 mm diameter and the top reinforcement is 3 numbers of 16 mm diameter, and size of the beam is 300 by 450, and the shear reinforcement is provided is 2 legged stirrups 8 mm diameter at 200 mm center to center. So typical beam we have taken for example. For this beam we are going to work out how to prepare bar bending schedule. For preparing the bar bending schedule, first of all we have to develop some table like this. One is serial number, second one is description bar shape, and third one is cutting length, fourth one is number of bars, total length, diameter of reinforcement, weight per meter length, finally total weight. So first of all we have to develop the table like this, then we can able to prepare the bar bending schedule easily. First we shall take the bottom. Three type of reinforcement are there in the beam. One is a bottom reinforcement, that is a 16 mm rod, as well as the top reinforcement, that is also 16 mm. We shall take 12 mm. The top reinforcement is 12 mm and the shear reinforcement is 8 mm. So three different types of rod has been used for this particular beam. So let me work out how to prepare the bar bending schedule for this beam. First we shall take the bottom reinforcement. Like that you have to mention the description of what kind of rod you have calculated the steel quantity. So this is, first of all I am working on bottom reinforcement. This is a bottom reinforcement. This is a bottom reinforcement. I have to draw the shape also. This is the shape of the bottom reinforcement. Then I have to calculate the length of all three things. What is the length of this one, what is the length of this one, and what is the length of this one. If I can able to calculate, then I can able to calculate the cutting length. So what is the length of the bottom reinforcement? So let me calculate. The total length is 6 meter. The total length is 6 meter. Both sides 230. So total length will be 6 point. The total length will be 6.460 mm. Then how to calculate this length? This length be calculated by deducting the cover either side. So beam I have already mentioned 25 mm cover is used, 25 mm minimum, 25 mm. Here also 25 mm cover. So either side I have to reduce 25 mm cover. Then I can able to calculate the length of bottom. 6.460 minus 0.025 minus 0.025, that is equal to 5.96. So this bottom length is 5.96. Now come for this L. Normally this length is called as development length. From this portion to this portion, the length is called as a development length. This portion is called as development length. But already we have calculated up to this. We have to calculate this portion. This L, this development length is calculated in the design based on this equation. The site it can be easily calculated by applying the equation 0.6 into D. So how to calculate this L? 0.6 into depth of the beam. 0.6 into depth of beam. So depth of beam is 450 mm. So 0.6 into 450. Unless we are using in the meter, then we will take 0.45, 0.27. So this length is 0.27 and this length also 0.27. Now we have to calculate the cutting length. How much rod need to be cutted for to make this kind of shape. So what is the cutting length? So I will draw it here. I am write it here. Unless you can write in exactly in the same location. So that we have to adding 5.96 plus 0.27 plus 0.27, then we can able to get the cutting length. Then I am getting 6.5. The cutting length is 6.5 meter. How many number of rod is needed in this fashion? Total I need 4 number of rod is needed in this fashion. 4 number of rod is needed in this fashion. And what is the total length? 4 multiplication of 6.5, then I can get the total length of cutting length, 26 meter. What is the diameter of this reinforcement? 16 mm rod is used. Weight per meter length. So weight per meter length already we know this data. weight per meter length. So 16 mm rod, weight per meter length is 1.58. 1.58. What is the total weight? So total cutting length multiplication of weight per meter length, then it will give the total weight. 26 meter is the total length. Weight per meter length is 1.58 kg. So total weight can be calculated by the way of multiplying 26 meter into 1.58. That is equal to 41.08 kg. So 41.08 kg is needed for making the bottom reinforcement. Similarly, we can able to calculate other two kinds of reinforcement. So let me work on another two types of reinforcement. Second one is top reinforcement, that we can able to calculate as like bottom reinforcement. First of all, I have to make the shape of the top reinforcement. So this shape length similar to bottom reinforcement 5.96, 0.27, 0.27. What is the cutting length? So cutting length also same as like that. The bottom reinforcement, that is 6.5 meter. 6.5 meter cutting length. What is the total number of bars? The top you can see that 3 number of rod is needed. Total number 3 numbers. So what is the total cutting length? 3 into 6.5. 3 into 6.5. That is a 19.5 meter length. 19.5 meter. So what is the diameter of reinforcement used in the top reinforcement? That is 12 mm reinforcement. 12 mm. And weight per meter length. Weight per meter length already we know the data. So 12 mm reinforcement, the weight per meter length is 0.888. 0.888. So what is the total weight? Total length multiplication of weight per meter length, it gives the total weight, that is equal to 17.316 kg. So any remark is there, that we can write it in the final column, remarks, unless we can leave the remarks column. The last one is stirrups. Stirrups we need the cross sectional details. The size of the beam is 300 by 450. That means either side we have to reduce the 25 mm cover. 300 minus 25 minus 25. That is 250 mm. What is this length? 450 minus top cover 25, bottom cover 25. Either side 25, 25 we have to reduce. Then it is become 450 minus 50. It is 400 mm. So what is already we have mentioned, this hook length we need. So 6 times the diameter of reinforcement. 6 into 8, 48 exactly. Approximately we will take 50 mm. So what is the cutting length for stirrups? So we have to add 400 plus 400, 800. 250 plus 250, 500. 1300 plus 100, 1400 mm. Unless we will call it as 1.4 meter. Number of bars. What is the number of bars is needed for this beam? How to calculate number of shear reinforcement for this beam? So we have to calculate the total length. Either side we have to reduce the cover and divide by spacing. Then we can able to calculate total number of shear reinforcement needed for this beam. So what is the total length? 6.460 mm minus either side cover 25, 25. Then it is gives the exact length. So 6.41 divided by spacing 0.21 divided by 0.21. That is equal to 30.52. 30.52 means that is a spacing 30.52. Approximately we shall take 31 plus 1. Total we need 32 mm rod. Plus 1 is needed because we have calculated only the spacing. Either side 1 need to be added. Okay. Now what is the total length is needed? 32 multiplication of 1.4. Total length is needed 44.8. So what is the diameter used for the stirrups? Is 8 mm reinforcement. Is 8 mm reinforcement. Weight per meter length, already we have mentioned what is the weight per meter length, that is 0.395. 0.395. What is the total weight? Total length multiplication of weight per meter length. Total weight is 17.696. So like that we can able to calculate the weight of particular reinforcement. how to calculate the total weight. We have to add all the individual weight of a reinforcement, then we can able to calculate the total weight of reinforcement for a beam. So shall we calculate also? Here 41.08 plus 17.316 plus 17.696, 76.092. We will call it as a cumulative weight of reinforcement. Weight of reinforcement. I hope this video will be useful to you. Thank you.